Hey guys, this is Corey from Wicked Ninja 48, and in this video I'm going to be showing off my HP laptop. So this HP laptop is very nice. I got some B-roll of it, but anyways, here it is. It's a Zbook G4 laptop, and I've taped it up so that the grip had stayed on, but it was running Windows 10. I have chosen to have it run Windows 11 and dual boot, of course, with Linux. And with this build of Windows 11, we are very satisfied with the Windows 11 experience here. It's very good. As you can see, I just have to enter my PIN, right? And we're all set. Anyways, in Windows we are, and the core performance here is an Intel Core i7 7820HQ. That's a 2.9 gigahertz base with a 3.9 gigahertz base turbo and 8 megabytes of L3 cache, 4 cores, and 8 threads. That's 45 watt TDP, and it supports Intel vPro. Oh, would you look at that? Discrete graphics. So we do have the NVIDIA Quadro M2200 GPU in here that's based on Maxwell 28 nanometer architecture. It's got 1024 CUDA cores, and the VRAM is 4 gigabytes of GDDR5 dedicated memory. The memory bus width is 128-bit with a bandwidth of about 80 gigabytes per second. Gigabytes per second, I'm not sure. But it is a 55 watt max power consumption. And we also do have the integrated Intel HD graphics that are the 630, so that's pretty good. And the chipset here, Mobile Intel CM236. I think that is the WLAN card. And as far as other specs on this very, very nice laptop that I did get on Facebook Marketplace for about $200, we have some RAM on here. We got 64 gigabytes of random access memory on this, and the speed of that is 2400 megahertz, of course. And says note memory downclocks to 2133 megahertz if utilizing certain mixed configurations or exceeding 32 gigabytes depending on specific ranks. So if you're using a lot of RAM, it might slow down a little bit on this machine here. Anyways, we do have an M.2 NVMe slots, 2 M.2 NVMe PCIe Gen 3 X4 slots that supports HP Z Turbo Drive G2 SSDs up to 1 terabyte each, RAID 0 of 1 support, and the display, we have a full HD IPS 1080p resolution ultra wide viewing angle monitor thanks to HP, and it is capable of a touchscreen, which is awesome. I love that. Audio is Bang & Olufsen optimized, dual stereo speakers, integrated dual microphone array. So the speakers do sound very nice on here. Let's see. We do have a Ethernet port on the side here. I believe that is a DBI slot, perhaps. An Ethernet port, a USB slot, an SD card slot, which is nice, and even a little lock for certain locks you can get to close it up. And on this side, you have a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. That's awesome. 2 USB slots, a HDMI slot, which is nice, 2 Thunderbolt spots, and what is that? What is that? There's just something on the end here. There's a power cord, of course. The power is a 150 watt slim smart AC adapter. The battery is HP Long Life 9 cell lithium ion polymer 90 watt hour with HP fast charge support, 0 to 50% charge in 30 minutes. TPM 2.0 and lots of bootloader settings and lots of ways to get around bootloader settings on here. But I will say, if you want Windows 11 to keep the TPM enabled, I have installed Windows 7 on here and Windows 10 and old builds of Windows 10. And what else? Other Windows versions that I've installed. Well, I got Windows 7 working. It was a stretch. Every time you would close the lid, the computer would shut off. But that is the specs of this particular laptop. I do like this laptop. The touchpad is nice. We have 3 buttons across on the top, 3 buttons across on the bottom. The trackpad is very good. We do have a button here for if you want to enable or disable Wi-Fi on the go. You can disable the touchpad if you double click here, and you can also reset the computer or turn it off. I think that's a reset button on the left, or is it just an off button? I think it's just a big off button, unless if it resets. But this is also a silence mode, and I think it just went to sleep. Is that a sleep button? It didn't turn off. Windows didn't say shutting down. Let's push the power button. Still the same thing, it just locks up. Like a little Android tablet, I guess. I think. Oh, that's off. Right? No, it's still on. That's the Windows firmware, is pretty nice on here. So you got that going for you. This thing's at 96%, and I just took it off the battery like, I don't know, 5 minutes ago, and I haven't really touched it at all. I logged into Windows, that's about it. So the battery is going on this particular model. I would recommend replacing a battery at some point, but I've watched the video for that, and there is a lot of disassembly required, so I would imagine that somebody with more time on their hands, like an iFixit engineer, somebody could do it. Anyways, you got some fins on the back for airflow, and you got, I don't know, just some more slots on the front, I guess. And what is this on the side? It's like another type of SD card port or something. There's a little slot right here on the side. This airflow, I believe. I'm not sure. But on the back, it does say HP Inc. It says made in China. It says it's UL certified. Everything's good on here. They call it a mobile workstation. When you want to get work done, you know, like when you want to bring this into your office. 64 gigs of RAM is impressive on this thing. I'm not gonna kid you. And the speed on here is pretty good. I have Linux on here and I update it. It works fine. Like I'd say it weighs probably about maybe like 4 pounds or so. I don't know. It's pretty light. But that's what we got. There's a webcam on here too. Webcam works pretty well. I'm not gonna lie, it works pretty good. The keyboard's clicky. I like the It's a good keyboard. It's got the little middle thing on the keyboard. I really like that for the mouse. That I remember this OG showed me that on his laptop one time, and I was like, oh, no, it is nice. But you do have a lot of HP shortcuts on the top. They don't work in Windows 11. You have not much flex from the build, I wouldn't say. I think it's good build quality. I'd say it's pretty good. And could probably take like a small little fall or something. It's just a nice laptop. I mean, really, it's just like, for what it's worth, it gets work done. It's not super heavy. It's not as lightweight as a Chromebook, but it's more powerful than that. And Intel really does get the job done on like workloads. When it comes to that single-threaded performance, you know, Intel really shines on that, and they get it done per watt per core, and it's amazing what they bring to the table here, especially when they put it in this HP. It's just like, it's so sleek. I love the the shape of like these rounded edges here. Kind of looks like the little web TV logo almost, like the way it kind of comes out, or if you're looking at it this way, kind of looks cool. But it's sleek. I prefer a white, maybe like color, so you can see the a little bit better of how, if it's dirty and stuff. But honestly, like, it starts up fast. Like, let's see. Just like give it a few taps and you're good. Boom. You want to get into Linux? That's no problem. We know how to do that. We just call up our friend, not hboot, Grub, the Grub bootloader, and Grub will get us into Linux properly here. We just have to wait for Windows to finish its thing here. It's turning off, so come on, Windows, you can do it. Don't make me hold the shutdown button. That's never fun. But anyways, yeah, the splash screen is brief. It says protected by HP Sure Start. Yeah, this thing always turns on. It does. Sometimes it'll turn off, but we got Ubuntu as our first option here. So when you're really ready to party, you know, load up your favorite distribution. We have Ubuntu, which runs XFCE. I can feel the fans kicking in. That's nice. I think it's Linux 7. And that's kind of what it looks like. Let's sign in to our user. And XFCE is going to turn into a nice looking desktop here, where we have our start menu at the top. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, very stable. Very good. Sometimes the thing with Linux is if you do like decide to push the power button and you just like want to like log out or suspend, that will not save your battery. It'll actually just run your battery, I think. So Windows does have some drivers behind to conserve more power while the lid is closed. But Linux does have that gaming performance that also kind of meets Windows expectations for users and stuff for most games. But yeah, that was a review of the HP Zbook G4. If you like this, check out some of my other videos. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Take care. Bye.